Hey Capricorn, excuse me. Oh, it is the middle of the night and Source woke me up with this message. So if I sound groggy, I am so sorry. But they just woke me up and I need to, I'm not even wearing my watch. That should tell you something. I'm always wearing my watch. You have been standing up to some big bullies lately and you didn't realize that you've been doing it all along, but you were recently made aware that you've had a fear of standing up to this person. And they want you to know it's really working. It gets them upset, it gets them riled up, but everything that needs to happen is happening. Like you're finding your voice and you're doing it in a way that they can't retaliate. You're doing it in a way that's respectful. You're doing it in a way that is valid, and you're speaking your truth now. And it's like people were stealing your time. People were stealing your time thinking that if they kept you busy rambling and doing things that steal your time, you would have less time to do great things for yourself. So if they kept you busy, they kept you under their, thumb and used you and utilized you for their purpose, that they would get ahead quicker than you. And that's a thought that they've had. That's a belief they've had. I don't know, maybe it's a child or something. It just seems like somehow they were able to utilize your time and get by with it. And all along they were thinking if they keep you busy that they could get ahead faster than you. That's what the whole plan was all along for this person or group, whatever. And it's working against them because of their intention, because you were pure in intention and they were not. And my camera keeps getting knocked. Sorry about that. You were pure in your intention and they were not. So it feels kind of like a David and Goliath situation where when you confront them, your shock, or like my stomach is getting really nervous. So your confidence has been knocked with this person. They've done a lot of psychological warfare on you. And mob rule. There's something about them, creating enemies for you. And it's been a good thing that you've been at home, not because you were in super danger. I mean, there are times where you really have escaped, by the skin of your teeth. But you've never been hurt and you've never been made aware that you were in situations like this because it wasn't necessary for you to know. Why would you want to know that you've escaped really dangerous situations a few times? What is it going to do? It's only going to activate that inside of you. So why keep activating that inside of you? There's something about this group, the Peanut Gallery, mob rule. There's something about this mob having some big arguments right now and feeling panic and fear about being caught doing something. So a lot of things are being said right now that shouldn't be said on their part, and it's all being recorded. It's all being taken care of. Okay, look, you see this? I saw that. My daughter just gave this to me yesterday or some other day, maybe 2 days ago. And it has been so relevant in my readings. Look how big his freaking eyes are in this. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. The proportions of this is ridiculous. Like, they are emphasizing, they are really emphasizing that Jesus is seeing your ass and he's taking care of business. It's like people who wanted to stir the pot. They stirred it, and what they didn't realize is they were cooking up their own downfall. So there's something about you sticking true to your intentions, and you are learning more day by day. You are getting stronger when it comes to confronting situations and taking back your power. And you're doing it in a way that it's like you've got ancestors that are helping you say just the right thing at just the right time to affect just the right people. So divine timing is at play not only in things that you can't see, but divine timing is at play with you. Like it's like you say things and you pierce people's heart at just the right time, saying something that they're thinking. And it's like, gosh, they see right through my soul. They know. And the way you have said things, you've led You have alluded to the fact that you know about things that you shouldn't, that they think you shouldn't know about. And that has got them really feeling very intimidated about what information you have against them. Why do they feel like they can come to me and start talking to me this way? What do they have over me? You know, they wouldn't do this in the past because they would be too afraid. They wouldn't do this in the past because they'd be too afraid they would, you know, lose their child, lose our child. Or they'd be too afraid of me, you know, doing something because of my background. You know, it's just like they thought you didn't have a backbone, and you've been showing some people that you really do have a backbone lately, and they're like, man, who is this version of, you know, Capricorn? Who is this version of Capricorn? And you've become a mystery, and people are curious about you, but at the same time, they're like, they've got to know something. This person's got to know something that happened, you know, and so they're starting to contact people and make mistakes. So, just know that you're making all the right moves at the exact right time that it needs to be said. Something was recently said to someone where you had to, you know, just give them a heads up that your schedule's about to pick up and you may be going out of town or something like that. They're really upset about that. Like, they're bitching you out as we speak, right now. Bitching about you messing with their schedule, not realizing that they've been using you and they feel entitled to your time now because it's been going on for so long. Just because they want to say things like this and just because they make it hurts you to hear these things, it does not mean it's the fucking truth. You have to learn to stand up for yourself and realize, hey, no, you're abusing my time. Other people are not always right. You have a valid reason to feel the way you feel. If you are feeling wadded up inside, it is because what someone else is saying, someone else's opinion doesn't match your perspective. So just because that happens, you have to realize your perspective may be right for you and their perspective may be right for them. But that doesn't mean you have to change your ways to meet their perspective. That is giving away your power every single day. And when you learn to live not only by getting uncomfortable, by expanding yourself and trying new things, you know, physically, like technology or, you know, classes or whatever, also expand yourself and standing up for yourself. You know, little by little, you're making headway with this. And that's why you didn't want to, this is something where you didn't want to be a bull in a china shop. And this is where sources helped you reserve yourself, you know, show some reserve when it comes to speaking to people. You pulling away from people was vitally important because you had to disengage from arguments that were unnecessary. So when you did talk to this person, you could feel that discord in your energy and realize, hey, when I talk to this person, I feel all wadded up inside. Right now, my sacral chakra and my solar plexus, and I'm literally kind of shaking. This is fear trying to leave the body. So if you just kind of shake your body and breathe and do like this shaking motion, like that releases fear from the body, from the nervous system. It's a new way to breathe fear out of your body in the moment so you don't have that nervousness. So if you need to do this before a conversation, after a conversation, it's going to move that fear through your body and press that energy out, externally press that energy out. You're doing a fantastic fucking job. I have to say it. You are really making headway, and it's because you've followed source so wholeheartedly that you didn't realize that they were the ones wielding psychological warfare on your enemies on your behalf and using you as a pawn to do it. They've used you, like they have allowed people to use you as a scapegoat for some malicious behavior towards you and other people. And it's a pattern of behavior. This has been done to other people. You know, it's been on different scales of, let's just say extreme. You know, it's like it could be less extreme for some and more extreme for others, but it's a pattern of behavior of something they've done for quite some time. And it's like source has used you as bait, and you know, you have been dangled as bait for these people because you are strong enough and you were able to navigate these situations because of your connection to the divine. So never let anyone tell you that your sensitivity is weakness. It is a superpower. It has kept you safe. It has kept you alive. It is helping you thrive, and it's helping you beat that Goliath. Because what's really happening is, let's just say this is the Goliath. Jesus has looked like this while he's been helping you. He's made you look smaller. He's made you look weaker. He's used that to your advantage so that you could rise in private and do things and learn about these people. My light just flickered, and learn about these people at the same time that they're finding like their life falling apart. Okay, so as you start rising and Jesus becomes bigger and he goes, look, I saw that. I'm letting you know, like, this is what's happening. Jesus was here before, like, oh, they thought they like, oh, she loves her fucking Jesus. He loves his fucking Jesus. That type of stuff. Those type of, like, mocking comments. Now they're realizing, oh my God, there's something powerful about her, but my life is falling powerful about him. My life is falling apart. It's like, it's going to be different places and different faces for everybody. So take it as it resonates. This storyline is happening all over because there are so many rising into their power. There is a stream of energy right now that is stepping into their new cycle. This is a huge year for a lot of people. So, I had to get that message out. Let's see if there's anything else they want to say. 11:19 on the clock. That is my mother's date of death. Thank you for showing up. Yeah, it's you've been made to look. You've been made to look like you're playing it small. Like, to other people, it's like you're this fragile little thing who's been trying to heal her heart for so long. Oh, boo hoo hoo. Like you look like such a crybaby or something to other people. This was destined for this to happen because it's like, bitch, watch me. Okay, you think you've got my number, but bitch, watch me. That's kind of what the energy I'm getting here. Like, you think that you've won. I'm letting you win these little tiny piddly battles, the firecracker energy, but I'm going to win the war. I am the one that's persevering. I'm the one that's winning behind the scenes. I am the one that's kept to myself and not got involved in the gossip and the drama. I am the one that stayed true to my purpose, and I'm going to get rewarded for that. So that's the way they want you to think of this right now, okay? I love you, Capricorn. Peace and love.